The next project I want to show you with the Cricut Art Philosophy collection is a little mini card, and I'm not using any stamping in here. I'm only using Cricut cutout shapes. I'm going to ink my edges here with some desert sand, like so. This is my card base, and I've cut my other pieces. This is the Typeset paper packet. I'm showing you a different look with it, aside from numbers and back to school kind of things. I've got this little shape that I cut out from the Cricut collection. This is on desert sand cardstock, so I'm getting a tone-on-tone look. And finally, I've got this scroll piece here that was also cut from Cricut, and it's colonial white cardstock, and what I did was I just sponged it with Vineyard Berry, which is one of the coordinating colors that you can get with the Typeset paper packet. So let's go ahead and put all these different pieces together. And this card is based on a pattern from the Wishes Card Confidence book. I highly recommend it. And if you follow my blog, cropcandy.com, every Wednesday I put out a new card using a pattern from Wishes. And then the scroll is going to go here like that. And I've got my glue pen. Since it's an odd shape, it's not going to work well with adhesive, so we'll just use a glue pen to go around the swirl, like so. And I really like these little mini cards. I just think they're so cute. I think this is about a 2.5 by 3, 2.5 by 3.5, something like that. Alright, so that's my card base that we have so far. Now, there's a couple of things I want to add to it. I want to add these little roses, and I'll put one up close to the camera here so you can see it. This is a rose that was cut from the Cricut cartridge, and you can get 3 different flowers that you can assemble. I like the rose, that's my favorite because it's also my birth month flower, June. And I put a little pearl in the inside, and these are the pearl adhesive gems. And I'm going to add these accents here to my card, but before I do that, I want to show you how I created the rose. Now this is about a 2-inch rose. It was cut from the Vineyard Berry paper. It's double-sided, so I used the Vineyard Berry side. And this is how it comes when it's cut out. So how do you get it into that rose shape? Well, let me show you. You could do this by hand, but I found that using the tweezers works really well. And what I do is I grab the end, the outside end of the rose with my tweezers, and then I just fold it. Now, I want the purple to show, so I want to make sure that, or the Vineyard Berry to show, so I want to make sure that it is, I'm folding it along the outside. I don't know if you can see this. And I'm just rolling and rolling and rolling, gently rolling, rolling, the flower around the tweezer. You can go as tightly or as loosely as you want. I tend to go tight, but that's me. Okay, so then you end up with this piece here. This is where you'll stop. You can put a glue dot here or some liquid glass, and then once you dab that there, you would fold, fold that, push it push it down on that top of that glue. There we go. You would push it down on top of that glue and then slowly remove the tweezers from the inside. Now see, I messed it up a little bit, and it's gonna unspiral a little bit on its own. So then the finished product is like this. Like I said, I did these pretty tight. You can do them as loose as you want. The more you practice, the more you'll get an idea of how you want them, how tightly or loosely you want them to be. And then finally I'm going to add my roses, my little rose cluster to the card with glue dots. And then I'm going to add my sentiment, which was taken from the tear strip at the top of the new paper. They have a tear strip at the top. If you know, normally that's where the copyright information went. Now they have a tear strip so that you could use these sentiments and borders and different decorations on your project. So I cut out "I like you," and just going to add it to the card like so. And that is a card using all Cricut shapes: the scroll, this little guy here, and the roses.